And yeah, we're just talking about reviews and stuff. And I did you get any new Black Friday deals or anything like? Well, it's not Black Friday anymore, but like any post Christmas deals. I got this guy, and did you get anything
Um,
last second?
last second, the only thing, let me see.
Yeah,
I don't think I got anything like Black post Christmas or Black Friday or anything like that. I
yeah.
did get a couple of, I don't even know where they're at, to be honest with you. I got a couple of
Well,
I got a couple of GI Joes from Ross. Like I got Beachhead and then one
nice.
of the snow guy, one of the snow trooper guys. I forget his name, but yeah, that was cool. It was cool. I don't do a lot of I don't do a lot of GI Joe classified. So like when I could find
Right.
them for a super good price, I will. Those were like $6.99 each or something.
What a way to grab our audience, Wade. We're here to talk best and most anticipated Marvels, and here we are. I'm trying to talk Marvel with Wade, and he's like, "Nah, we'll talk about GI Joe." Man, we just cannot get away from GI Joe in a toy kind of mood. But yeah, Walmart had this dude, the Hellfire Club, Spidey, for $15, and then I saw that you reviewed this guy, and he was like a surprisingly good figure,
Yeah, that's a
the
good one.
Ultimate Iron Man. So I was, and he was $16 on Amazon. So I
Oh,
was like,
nice.
yeah, let me grab him. Do you always grab Marvel Legends like right away, or do you wait for sales or anything like that, or is it just kind of
Um,
how's that work
the
for
only
you?
Legends I'll grab right away because for Legends, like I like Marvel Legends and everything, but I'm not like a completist. I pass on the
Mhm.
ones I don't like, just to keep it simple. You know, I'm
Right,
not gonna buy things I don't like. So,
right,
um,
got you. But are you
but
on
for
the
the
fence? Like I'm on the fence. Like when I saw these guys, I had them like almost in my cart, and I'm like, nah, I'll wait for clearance, and then I did, and boom, I saved like 10, $15 on each figure. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
you can
So,
almost always wait for clearance on Legends. Like, there's very few times where it's like, oh, you missed out, you're not gonna be able to get it. But
right.
for me, like for the every now and then they'll do a character that I really, really want, and then like for those, I'll make sure to get them early. Like ones that just came out that I just got in like recently was Spider-Man 2099. Like,
Oh, nice. Okay.
oh, and Cardiac. Like these two, I would usually like I would wait for these. Like if it was a
Right.
normal wave and it was characters like, oh yeah, I want those, whatever. But for those, I like really, really wanted them. So like I went and bought them off CMD and pre-ordered them here, and I had like a I had to go cancel a bunch of them because I tried to order
Right.
everywhere because I wanted the as soon as
I do,
possible. But
I do the same. BBTS, Entertainment Earth, Pulse, Amazon, all at once, whenever, just in case. Sometimes you'll get one like BBTS will just have something randomly, like
yeah,
months early out of nowhere, or like Entertainment Earth. I'm like, because I live near Simi Valley where they have their office.
oh
So
okay,
first, I'll get it super fast in Entertainment Earth. So it's worth pre-ordering it from everyone and then making sure you write everything down
yeah,
and
that's the
deleting
key
everything.
because I'll forget. That's the thing for me is I need to keep a spreadsheet or something.
Yeah, exactly. But hey, look, we're here for a Toy Kind of Mood 249. That's right. One more episode till 250. It's going to be a major live stream next week. We're back to the live stream format, but kicking it with me after the new year is Unparalleled Universe. And we're going to talk about our best Marvel Legends of the year and more fun. We're going to talk about our most anticipated Marvel Legends of the year. So let's just kick the intro and we'll be right back in a sec. But beyond that, we got to talk about this guy, man.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
he's making waves lately, and I love this tracksuit, jumpsuit. He's got the nails, the old WWE '90s nails look to him. So a little bit of odious, man. But yeah, you got to be feeling pretty good. This is your second Kickstarter, and it's doing okay, huh? It's not doing too bad. What nice way to ring in 2026 for you, Wade.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was a crazy this Kickstarter was much more difficult than the previous one. This one took a
Hmm.
lot out of me, to be honest with you. It was like doing live streams every single day. I put a lot more work into this one than I did last time, and
Right.
a big part of the reason why is because I was like, this is super unlikely that it's going to work out. So it's like I have to work that much harder to at least put like my full effort into it and see what happens. And then it worked out. Oh, afterwards, I was like, what the hell? Like, I can't believe it. I can't believe it funded because it's such a weird
Yeah.
time, you know. It's so
Hmm.
uncertain.
Yeah.
Like the toy industry is like an uncertain place right now. Things are the country is uncertain as far as like
Right.
importing materials and also just like the market, the toy market is so like oversaturated. Dude, there's no shortage of good stuff to buy at any point in time. You know what I mean? Like it's never ending. And then plus it was around Christmas time. Plus it was just basically repaints of the old, like repaints, but like reskins of the old one. And I was like, people have expressed that they want these. So I got to try for those people, but it just feels very unlikely. And then, then when it happened, I was like, damn, all right, here we go. So,
well, let me ask you this then. I'll pull up myself full screen while you chat, because were there anything, now this figure got tremendous reviews all the way around. It made a nice craze, and that's the Odious. But were there any kind of improvements that you want to make on these, or are they pretty much the same base that we got from this one? Or is there anything that you felt like maybe this could be better, like maybe this could be easier? Were there any kind of adjustments or improvements, or is that something down the line you're looking forward to?
So on this, it's basically going to be the same base body. That's going to stay the same. The only improvement really is like on the previous one, the head didn't pop on very easily. So that's like,
that was the one I joked with you about last time we had you on and with Bryant. We were like, man, I can't get any of these.
Yeah. That was one thing where it was kind of like, damn, man. I remember when I first got them in and I opened it up and I like tried to pop the heads on and it wouldn't work. I was like heartbroken. I was like, what the fuck? Like, what am I gonna do? But like, it's one of those things. There's a lot of toy companies, you buy their stuff, and luckily the community is so like smart these days where it's like, oh yeah, we just warm it up and it's okay. So there's that, but I don't want people to deal with that next time. So that's something that we're definitely gonna fix. But as far as the base body goes, I felt that it was good enough to not have to make any improvements. I mean, it's not perfect, but any of the improvements to me would just be like, let me just wait till the next one, because they're not going to be like, let's say the shoulders. I think the shoulders could be better, but it's like I'm not going to make the shoulders on that body like much better than they are without having to do like a bunch of new tooling. You know what I'm saying? Which would be it's not worth it. It might as well just wait till
you were able to do the neck peg adjustment though, then, or how did that work? That adjustment?
Well, we're making new heads.
Oh, just the new heads. So the new heads will just pop on a lot easier. That's so it's pretty easy because you're making new heads anyway. So pretty much. Oh, so that's a perfect. And that was the number one probably gripe, if you will, right? Anyway, so you solved it. Basically, you don't really have to go out of your way to make a new buck right now. Right?
No, I do. I plan on making a new buck in the future, but when I do, the new buck will be like, so the body that we have here for Odious was made with the intention to maximize pulsability while having clothing on it. So that's why it's a little skinny and kind of like a feral kind of werewolf. But the next one will be like, I mean,
this is insane. Right? It's so good.
Yeah, the posability is crazy. I'm really proud of that. But the next one will be like bigger and not really with the intention to keep posability with the clothes on. It'll still have soft goods, but it'll be like minimal stuff like a loincloth or like a ripped up shirt or things like that. So yeah,
for sure. Yeah, and just to recap for those who don't know, your Kickstarter had 777 backers for, I love the sevens there, right? 777 177 418. So 177,000 to bring this to life. Yeah, man. Real exciting. Like you said, a little nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
But you gotta be excited for what's next. I mean, I got my hat ready, man. I'm ready for some cowboy shit. Are you?
Oh, yeah, hell yeah. I can't wait to get him out. He's the one that I'm most excited about.
Yeah, Odious of the Old West. I call him the Red Dead Yeti. But
nice. And then
cowboy shit.
Yeah, yeah, he's the one I'm most excited about. And I really hope this year too, before these figures actually come out. Oh, here, I got an exclusive look for you. Check this out. So
okay. Fine, be that way.
I talked about this on the during the campaign, but I didn't have them ready. But the Odious, the Cowboy Odious is gonna come with like a skull head sculpt that has like Day of the Dead kind of.
Whoa.
Yeah, Day of the
Is
Dead.
it De los Muertos or something like that?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what color I'm gonna go with because I have a red and a blue option. I'll show you the blue one too.
Sweet. Oh wow, thank you. That's sick.
Yeah. I just got these in last week.
Whoa. I do like the green. It's pretty cool.
It is
different.
Green.
Kind of bounces off a greenish blue because it bounces off as like brown, you know.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. But the thing I like about the red is that the red matches the bandana on him.
That's true. Cool.
So
So that will come with it then?
yeah, that'll be one of the heads. I think on the listing it said 4 heads. This is one of the 4.
Nice. And then we have, yeah, so we got this one, right?
No, so that one won't come with it. That one is a little bit different, just a different color. But that one is one that people were able to order exclusively through the
Oh,
Kickstarter.
that's the add-on. I added it on. It was like an extra 30 or 25 or something like that, right?
Yeah,
So yeah,
yeah,
I added
exactly.
that on. Yeah, very dope. Very cool.
Those ones will be hand painted by me. These skull ones will be, I mean, these Day of the Dead ones will be by the factory.
Nice. And then you got some other new images that I saw because you posted some images, but then there's some that are there's some images on the Kickstarter page, and then there's some that you posted. So I wanted to show additional ones that we hadn't shown on our live streams before. But I love that one, just him hanging out at the bar waiting for Wolverine to join him for
Yeah.
an hour. But yeah, these are just so much fun. And man, it's now we've reached a time where, you know, there's all kind of different scales and toys. There's different toys coming out, and people are more mixing and matching their toys now. So this is kind
Yeah.
of a perfect addition to that. And then, of course, for us, we got GI Odious, right? We talked about Classified to Open, and yeah, Army O. So yeah, talk about this guy. I told you, man, I was like, I got to be the first to review him, man. You know. So
Yeah.
yeah, talk about Army O.
Yeah, this is the first variant that I made a prototype of after the first one came out. I remember I went to Comic-Con a few years ago where that jumpsuit that you were showing off, the same event where that was an exclusive. That's the same event where I revealed this, and everybody was like super excited about it. And you know, I was like, damn, I didn't know people wanted just variants that much. So this kind of inspired the whole like idea to do different variants. But yeah, I'm excited for this one. You know, army figures, army themed characters have a place like all over in people's collections. Like there's, you know, thankfully these days there's so many military themed characters. And you know, you have the traditional stuff that's like GI Joe, which does incorporate a little bit of sci-fi, but then you also have things like Monster Force that are military, sci-fi, horror. You have like Action Force that has a little bit of sci-fi elements to it. So
Skeletron, we got to give a shout out.
Dude, those are dope. Those may be my favorite. Well, I don't know. Monster Force is up there too, but the Skeletron, I have one of them, and I was like, I have it right here actually. I was like blown away by how good this figure is.
Yeah.
I like him best without all the attachments though, just like kind of a bare body.
Just bare body, yeah.
Yeah, but
they did a great job too. There was no, when I did the like review ranking video, no QC problems at all. Nothing was loose, nothing was, no paint. Like I was like, wow, for a first hit of figures, like they just cleared up.
They killed it. Yeah, for sure. But that definitely has like a fit with Odious kind of vibe. And also it was funny, like the day I revealed that at that Comic-Con, Mezco revealed their Junkyard Joe, and it has like the same pattern almost. I was like, God damn it. But yeah, it worked out. So I mean, now he's to me, he works perfectly with Junkyard Joe. Like that's like the Junkyard Joe and you know, the Metal Slug figures. I forget who makes them. The ones with the soft goods.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like
them, but I'm not 100%.
I got one buried over there. But anyways, yeah, they fit in really good with that with that. And then one like a late addition. First, it kind of was just an idea, but then I was like, man, I need something for this Kickstarter to get going. So we added these werewolf heads. So this is a werewolf head that will come with the Army Odious. And I wish I had thought it out a little more because I should have made this a character. But you know, right now I don't know. I got to find a way to write in some werewolves into the army story. But yeah, I'm excited for this. And then the secret behind this was trying to provide people with a bootleg or a third party Werewolf by Night.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, like classic Werewolf by Night. So yeah, I'm excited for the wolf heads. People really got hyped about those. Oh
yeah, Bobo did the art, right?
Yeah, Bobo did the art, and then Kevin Garcia sculpted the head. Nico painted it for me.
Nice.
But yeah, it's gonna come with both.
Yeah, and then can these sculpts fit on? Will the army helmet fit over it, or are they just separate wolf head? Or there'll be like separate wolf head helmets, or how's that gonna work?
I don't think I'll have helmets for the wolves, but
okay.
Yeah, because I'm actually having a little trouble figuring out how I want to do the helmets because when it comes to Odious, the shape of his head is almost like a cone, so it's going to be hard to put a helmet on him. Yeah, so it'll be tough to put a helmet on him. So like as it is right now, like the helmet and the head are one piece. And then I'm gonna have like an extra helmet in there just so people could use the loose helmet for whatever. But yeah, still trying to figure that out. I don't know. I didn't even think about how I'm gonna put it onto the wolf heads.
Very cool.
And then
here's a comparison of the two, and then you got the horse as well. So you want to maybe just get some thoughts on the comparison and also the addition of the horse.
Well, the horse that's just the Mythic Legion's horse. I was just
right. Yeah, I'm just saying how it looks on the horse and how it fit. How was that experience for you?
Oh yeah, I didn't want to take it off. Like once I put it on there, I was like, oh shit, I love this. I think it looks super cool. And again, I think that's something that really helped kind of move it because people were like, I think that actually helped move a bunch of Mythic Legion's horses too.
Nice. Yeah, because I got one myself, so that'll be easy. Yeah, I think I don't know if it's the same one because I use like Spirit and Spirit from G.I. Joe and some other fools hanging on the horse, but nah, it's gonna go with Cowboy O.
Nice. And then yeah, like when I had the Army Odious and the werewolf together, that's when I was like, damn, I should have thought of a story because they seem so cool hanging out together. So yeah, I have to work that in somehow. But
yeah, so just to be clear, the only mask that's a add-on was the skull mask that I showed you, but the Day of the Dead and these werewolf heads will come with the Kickstarter, right? They're included.
They'll come with any version of the figure. Even if you bought it off, if you bought them off Big Bad Toy Store, you still get these heads.
Nice. Yeah, and I wanted to ask you about that. Like, so BBTS, we'll get into the new pre-orders as well. But the BBTS pre-order is it through? It's through January because there's like a comment that says let's get these orders in through January, or are they going to still be up past January, the BBTS pre-orders?
Well, so the way it is like this is, I mean, so they haven't told me this, but the way that I'm operating is that like if they don't get enough sales by the end, because they're going to place a PO at the end of January. So the reason I keep telling people go pre-order before the end of January is so Big Bad Toy Store knows what to order. Now, the thing is, so after they place their PO, I'm sure they'll place a PO for how many they've ordered and then probably a little bit of a cushion. Now, when that cushion is gone, the figures are gone. Like that's it. The Ronin and the Inuit are going to have a super low production run compared to the other ones. So yeah, there's not going to be a lot. Like whatever Big Bad Toy Store has, I mean, I'll have maybe like 100 afterwards, but that's just to sell at shows. I probably won't even put it on my website because by the time I go to a show, if I have these and Big Bad Toy Store sold out, I bet you I'll sell 100 at one show. So
yeah, that's true because they're more limited. They can't just go on the website and get them. So it's more. Yeah, it'll be more fun. You want more activity at your table anyway.
Yeah,
so,
for sure.
That's not a bad thing. Yeah.
Then it makes it to where I don't have to create exclusives every year, or like I won't feel like I have to. I could take 2 boxes to Legion's Con and I'll sell them versus like me trying to like this year at Legion's Con, I hand painted 100 heads 2 weeks before. I was, it's crazy. So
no, it'll be less work and it'll be, I mean, it's just better. I mean, obviously better profit. You're selling the figure, not just a head. So
yeah, for sure.
It's better for everyone, I think. It's better for the fans too. So let's before we get to Marvel stuff, let's talk about Odious, the Ronin, and the Inuit. Yeah. And then what was the thought process behind that Kickstarter? The Kickstarter leading into a BBTS pre-order. Is there like, I mean, obviously it was successful, but was there any kind of conflict? Do you think were you worried people were just going to wait for BBTS, or like what was your thought process behind how that all worked out?
Yeah, there was a little bit of that because I kind of hesitated to mention that the other two would be on Big Bad Toy Store because I didn't want people to cancel their orders, and I wasn't sure. And really, the way it went is Big Bad Toy Store. I mean, they couldn't have gone to Big Bad Toy Store unless the Kickstarter was successful. So like, it was kind of a delicate kind of dance because it was like, they'll be on Big Bad Toy Store, but don't wait for that because if it doesn't fund, nothing's on Big Bad Toy Store. So but as far as these ones for exclusive, I was a little conflicted because I was almost like, damn, I should have probably just made these part of the Kickstarter. But if I did that, then the funding goal would have probably been around 230 instead of 170. And I think that would have been too far out of reach. And then also, another part of it is that, like, let's say I put these all in the Kickstarter and people wanted all four. I felt kind of bad, like, creating a situation where somebody would have to pay, like, almost $400 for some figures that they wanted a month before Christmas. So, like, my thinking was that people could get the two on Kickstarter. You got to pay for those, and then you go get the Big Bad Toy Store ones. You pay the $10 deposit or whatever, and then you pay for the rest a year when they come out. So it was kind of helping people, like, break up the cost a little bit, and also just making the whole project a little bit more digestible. But now where it's at is, like, it's almost like a mini Kickstarter, because, like I said, if Big Bad Toy Store doesn't sell enough, I'm sure we'll pull the plug on everything. And which, I mean, on those two figures, which to me, that makes sense. It is what it is, because, like, if they don't sell them, like, hey, that means people don't want them.
Right. Were you worried about the timing of, like, having just two Kickstarter and then all of a sudden two more figures, even though it's a pre-order? And like you said, it's only $10. People do get this whole, like, they get too anxious about pre-orders these days. Is kind, you know what I mean? So were you worried about that?
I was a little bit, because, again, the same concerns I had with Kickstarter, as far as, like, competing with other things and it being a weird time and blah 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 blah. I still had those concerns, but the problem is, I'm like a small time operation. So the thing is, I had to kind of guarantee these sales before I went into production, because I'm going to produce all them together. Like, it's difficult for me to, it's difficult for me to try to, like, produce two and then in 6 months do another pre-order and then try to go produce those two again.
You're not a $1 billion corporation.
Exactly. Yeah. It's not like I have, like, a million employees on standby where I could do this kind of stuff. It's like, I'm going to make all these four, and it's going to be all together, one production run for everything. And then, if there's demand later on, we could always revisit it. But yeah, I had to do it all together to make it make sense.
Yeah. I mean, these are fresh. They're dope. They're certainly a lot different. There's a lot of soft goods, like you mentioned. And man, the timing of Mortal Kombat 2 movie coming out, and you got this guy, I mean, the Raiden look, that'll be a lot of fun too. And yeah, I love all the, like, little poses. And the Inuit is a sleeper, man. I think this is your favorite, isn't it? Didn't I hear you say that?
Favorite. He's my second favorite behind the cowboy.
Okay.
But yeah, he's dope.
Yeah.
I'm excited for him, because, like, we don't see a lot of characters like this, like the whole Inuit tribal kind of thing. So I really want to do something that's, like, Aztec or Native American inspired, but I think that would require the bigger body that's not covered in clothing. So, like, this time around, I wanted to do something within that realm, but still required clothing. So then that's why I did the Inuit.
Fresh. And then the last picture, had to throw it up there. The team picture, you got the Fantastic Four here. So if you were to have another character type for Odious to join these four, like, what would it be? Do you have
another theme?
Yeah, like a different themed Odious that you would like, not announcing anything. Maybe you can even throw a couple out there if you want to be more vague, or just some ideas.
Well, I would. So one I've mentioned a couple times before that I hope to kind of work in somehow is a pirate Odious.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I would love to do a pirate, and there's a couple of other ones I want to do. I definitely want to do some more prison jumpsuits. The other one I'd love to do. So it's a pirate, and the other one is a like a 40s prohibition era gangster. Like, I would love to do something like that.
That's sick. Yep. That works out nice. And then sliding one of those next to the Mezco Dick Tracy's was just hilarious. And that's a zany world too. So I mean, it's, strange things do happen.
Yeah, for sure.
So that would be cool. But yeah, that's Odious. So get on BBTS right now and go pre-order the Inuit and Ronin Odious. And yeah, congrats again on the Kickstarter, man. You got to be excited and probably even, like, overburdened, because you got a lot going on. You got a lot to do, right?
No, definitely. Like, the month of November to that early December took a lot out of me, and I was kind of like, man, I need a break. And then it was kind of like going right into holidays. You don't get much of a break, and then, like, my family was sick, and then it's like just work and stress. I was like, man, I don't feel like I got a break just because I kind of, like, stopped a little bit of YouTube stuff. So I got to work an actual rest time in somewhere,
Cool. And we have an exclusive here too, another one, because we were chatting. We had actually such a great chat before we started. I wish I hit record the second you said what's up, because we were just talking about toy tube stuff, and then also talking about the holidays and making videos, because it's the holidays. And you're like, yeah, I haven't even done a best of yet, and here we are. We got Unparalleled Universe, my man Wade, and we got a best of with you right now before you get into most anticipated. So we had some honorable mentions, and we shared some. So the first one that you got, both of us chose this, and I think it's a no-brainer. It's the Gamerverse Punisher.
Yeah.
So this is, yep, I got mine back there too. Yeah, it's the Gamerverse Punisher. No love for Nick Fury on the list, just Punisher or what?
No, Nick Fury is definitely a good one. I just don't know if he's top 5, but he's awesome for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's really dope. I love that Nick Fury, actually.
Yeah, he's certainly cool. But yeah, we both went with the Punisher as an honorable mention. I think the only reason I have him as an honorable mention is because he's basically a reaping, right?
Yeah.
I mean, of the other one, but super dope, super accurate to the arcade. But yeah, why'd you go with Frank? Gamerverse Frank.
Well, that look is just really cool, and like, God, it just reminds me of those. I mean, obviously, it's based on those old side-scrolling games, and I remember like all those Marvel games were a lot of fun back in the day. And Punisher figures are always dope. You know what I mean? When you have a good Punisher, there's something. Punisher just makes for a good toy. Like, he's a badass character, skull on the chest, like everything you think like just badass. Like Punisher is that, and like when they make a good toy that represents that, it's definitely a special feeling. Like Punisher is what got me back into collecting when I was an adult, because I remember I saw the Marvel Legends Punisher and I was like, God damn, like they've gotten to this point where things look like this and move like this. Like, so yeah, Punisher's just, he's special. Nice.
And then folks also had a great time adding capes. Shout out to Alex West Collects. He did a great video. And then we've got Tony's Figs, my man, from the Toy Kind of Mood and Circle of Jerks. Yeah, he did the one on the right. So he's got video. They both got videos on like kind of customizing the Gamerverse Punisher in their own like little fun ways that they did there. So I wanted to give those guys a fun shout. Throughout this stream, we've got some pictures that people have done, including yourself, like poses and stuff, instead of just the basic Hasbro pictures and stuff like that. So that'll be real fun. So that was our honorable mention. We both shared it. We also had another great honorable mention, and shout out to Literally Action Figs, our homie there. Look at these poses.
Shout out to Literally Action Figure. Yeah, this Captain America, it kind of grew on me. At first, I didn't love it, but yeah, he's good. He's a dope figure for sure.
Yeah,
I'm trying to look at the list I gave you.
I think the only reason he didn't end up higher is because we get a new best cap ever every year. Every year we get, this is the best cap ever. It's like Wolverine. Every year you get the same, and I know some people have a problem with that. It's like the new best Wolverine ever, the new best cap ever. So it's kind of like, it's just not a distinctive figure. It's just the same character that we're getting. But again, just an amazing, look at these poses that you can do with this new body, right?
Yeah.
So, just freaking awesome. Cool. So that was your honorable mentions, and that was you and my honorable mentions. And then the next one is, speaking of Wolverine, we both chose you actually chose Wolverine for your honorable mention here. Gamerverse Wolverine. It's all Gamerverse in the honorable mentions.
Yeah, I mean, this Wolverine, the thing is, there's certain ones I just liked better. I'm looking at my list again. I'm kind of thinking I may, if I thought about this more, Wolverine probably would have been swapped with someone else in my top 5 now that I look at it. But
it's not on, this is our honorable mentions that you gave me, so it wasn't a top 5 yet.
Right, I'm saying now that I'm looking at it again,
it would be in the top 5.
I might have put Wolverine in my top 5 over one of my top 5 ones, but I don't know. It's close. But the Gamerverse Wolverine is really dope. Like, I think it has the potential to be like the best Wolverine figure. The only thing is, like, he's kind of humongous, which, it's not a horrible thing. And I do feel like the shoulders, although they're cool, I do feel like it's a work in progress. Like, I think they'll get better with it.
Yeah, with it like lifting up.
Yeah, and it's just like the range. Like, they need to, what they need to do is copy what Jada Toys did on Akuma, and they'll be good to go. But yeah, that's that Wolverine is amazing though, for sure.
Yeah, and the reason I have these guys mixed in, and shout out to Marvelous Action Figure Pose, just one of the greatest when it comes to posing. But yeah, I got Juggernaut. He was my other honorable mention, and I got him late. I actually had him in my pile of loot, and since I already have the other Juggernaut, I was in no rush to get it. But man, I got it just in time for Christmas and had a lot of fun posing with it. And I was like, yeah, this deserves an honorable mention. So we kind of had a Juggernaut versus Wolverine thing going on right here. So shout out again to Marvelous Action Figure Pose. But what'd you think? What'd you think of the Juggernaut, the Gamerverse?
You know, I have them. I haven't opened them yet.
Hmm.
He's definitely. I mean, I handled it at Comic-Con, and it's a great figure. My only thing was it was a little like wobbly or something, but maybe that was an early one that they had there. But
Right.
nah, he's dope for sure. Crazy. Juggernaut's awesome.
Yep. Yeah, they did a great job, and he's just massive. So being able to have more posability despite being much girthier, and I love the faces. And yeah, I mean, some of these Gamerverse figures are more essential than
Yeah.
the regular ones. It's like the arcade, you just need the arcade ones. That's why I got it playing in the background, because it was the year of Gamerverse for sure.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, let's get into our top fives then. Your number 5 choice was Cable from the X-Men. X-Men
Yes.
97.
Yeah, as I was looking at my list more, I think I may have swapped Wolverine and Cable. Like I think I'd put Cable in honorable mentions and Wolverine in top 5. But the reason why Cable stood out to me a little bit more is just like again, like you were saying with Wolverine, there's a million good Wolverine figures. I don't know if there's a million good Cable figures. There's like very few. So like this version of Cable is something I've always wanted. I know it's based on X-Men 97, but it definitely reminds me of the original X-Men cartoon back in the day. So I've always wanted that. Every time I get a Cable figure, I'm always like a little disappointed because it doesn't feel like that X-Men or that cartoon Cable, but this one does.
Right.
So at first I was a little disappointed with it, but after a while it really grew on me. And yeah, this is a great figure. I don't regret having it in my top 5.
No, this is a fantastic choice. And actually, when you sent me this list, I immediately went online and looked for it. And BBTS has it for $25, and the other companies have it for 28 or more. So I think I added it to my pile of loot, or I'm definitely gonna grab it because now I got like the Sentinel and everything. So speaking of which, the Sentinel is my number 5 choice, and I've got it in my background there in the corner. So yeah, this just I'm so happy to get the Sentinel because I missed the first one. I was not really deep into Legends like I am now when the HasLab was out. You know what I mean? So I was just kind of cherry picking and not so involved in reviewing them and stuff like that. So but what'd you think of the Sentinel? I don't know. Did you do a review of it?
No review, but I loved it though. I opened it, during my week off on Christmas, and yeah, I was really happy with it. So like it looked great, obviously. So you hope that it's gonna be great. And when I took it out of the box, I was like, I remember thinking to myself, like, damn, this is the Sentinel that I think X-Men fans have always wanted. Like throughout the years, we've gotten different Sentinels. Toy Biz did one, Hasbro's done a couple, and every time it's like, yeah, this is cool. It's a big robot, but it's not quite there. Like this one right here, I think when people think about Sentinels, that's what they want.
Yeah, I like the damage stuff too. It's so fun. And yeah, I had with Giant Man, I actually kind of somewhat infamously known for not loving it, but this I just loved. I think especially for the value. Like we got a nice made to order price. It wasn't a HasLab, and the posing is great. It was able to stand on the damn fridge back there without falling off and stuff.
Yeah.
So really cool, just really fun, and it was fun to get, an X-Men 97 made to order deal. So how do you feel about made to order stuff compared to
I love it. I love
Yeah.
it. I think it's a great idea because like even HasLab, like I don't like big companies doing crowdfunding. And honestly, they don't need to do crowdfunding, whatever. So like it always just seems a little weird. But I know that like when it comes to HasLab, there's this whole thing about like getting the community behind it, and it's like a whole like marathon. It's fun. So I get all that, but when it comes to Hasbro, it kind of all feels a little bit fake. Like the made to order thing seems a little bit more realistic all the way around. And it's like, hey, you guys want this? Let's order enough and we'll make them. Like I don't.
The only silly thing about the made to order though is that they legitimately still don't charge you till the pre-order, which is great for us. But if it's made to order and we're pre-ordering and we can cancel, I don't understand. Like then they have stuff left over, and then people get mad because they go, "See, made to order. I could just pre-order it late." So it's kind of a weird thing that they don't charge in a good way. But like,
Yeah.
do you understand that
No,
business?
I do. It's kind of risky,
Yeah.
but I do think that like it's to help people like figure it out, because like, you know, if you put out a Sentinel and then a month later you got to pay for it, that's a little too much, you know, especially if you want to incentivize people to army build it. So like, yeah, I get like the risk and everything, but at the end of the day, to them, they're probably thinking like, hey, we got 10,000 pre-orders. If you know 500 cancel, they probably have like a calculated cancel rate or something based
It's probably
on
it's probably a low cancellation rate. So
yeah.
that's probably it, right?
They,
Okay.
they probably have a good idea, a good sense of like how many people are gonna cancel, and they probably know that like if people pre-order it, they want it. So like, yeah, to me, I just don't. I think it's a good idea to guarantee the sales before. That way they can make weird stuff like the Sentinels and some of the other ones that we'll talk about in just a minute here. But yeah, I think it's a good idea.
Sick. Okay, cool. And we talked about early in the show or before the show how you hadn't done a whole lot of review videos because you're working on toys yourself. Like
Yeah.
in addition to, you know, obviously having a life and a job and all this other stuff, right? So, but this is one that you did review, and it was like the craze of the Marvel world, and we talked about it at WonderCon, and MCU Collector had it in his hand, showing everybody off. But here you go. Your number 4 choice was Maximum Series Spider-Man at number 4.
Yeah. So some of my numbers, you know, don't trust my numbers. The top 5 is just my top 5, but I will say Spider-Man, I think this thing is a banger. Like, there's so many good Spider-Man figures out there, and it's hard to compete with all of them. But I think this one does. Like, I think you can make a legitimate case that this is like the best 1/12 scale Spider-Man. There's certain things that he doesn't do perfectly, like, you know, the unmasked head sculpt kind of sucks, and whatever. Like, there's little issues with it. But to me, like, this Spider-Man is like everything you want in a Spider-Man. Yeah, right up there with some of the most expensive imports. I think this is a really good figure.
I'm so big on face sculpts and aesthetics. Like, it's my number 1 thing as a critic. Like, everyone has their own thing. Like, some are posing, some are the plastic quality, some are, you know, whatever accessory count value. Mine is face sculpts. I don't know why I've always just been enamored with like great face sculpts, and that Peter Parker face sculpt prevented me from having one of the only people doing a top 5 or top 10 Marvel and not including this figure, because that damn Peter Parker face sculpt looked like it came from Temu or something. It was just bad.
It's horrible.
It was it is just awful. So I just, other than that though, I agree full. I mean, when I first got this in my hand, I was like, they did it. They gave us some, and I think the pricing was a little daunting on it, you know. I know it's a big topic. We don't have to dive too deep on it, but I don't know how I don't think it was bad, but I think it was kind of, it pushed people away because
yeah, I think the pricing on him was a little weird. So for me,
okay. Yeah.
$50 is a lot to pay for a Marvel Legends, no matter how you slice it. Like, if you have a regular like a regular figure like that, it's not something huge, whatever, just a regular figure. Yes, it has a lot of accessories, but at the end of the day, $50 for a Marvel Legends is kind of tough. But with that said, it came out awesome. Like, I don't regret that I paid $50 for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm totally happy with it. I forgot that he came with spider senses. That's crazy. Yeah, this figure is awesome.
It is amazing. I mean, look at these wonderful poses again. So yeah, shout out to the community, always killing it with poses and photography and everything. So this was one of the most posed for, you know, diorama, you know, guy setup photography pictures for sure. So yeah, I'm being a little rough on it, but yeah, I think that just the overall value and the face sculpt prevented it. But was it a great figure? Yeah, absolutely. It would have been like if I had one more honorable mention, it would have been this guy. That's all. So it wasn't bad. Next one, number 4 on our list, I went with World War II Logan, just because I'm biased as hell. Wolverine's my favorite character, and he's G.I. Joe classified Wolverine, so it's like pretty obvious. He kind of looks like a Hawk a little bit, like Lieutenant General Hawk. So I love this figure. What'd you think of this guy? I mean, you had him right next to your Armio, so
I liked him. I just wish he was a little bit more posable. Like, you know, if he was, I wish he had G.I. Joe classified posability, but Yeah,
right?
Wolverine as a soldier is like a huge inspiration for Odious as a soldier, because I love the idea of Wolverine running around in World War II. Or I like the whole idea of superheroes in World War II specifically, because there's a lot of cool Captain America and Invader stories from that time period,
Mhm.
and it's cool to think that they ran into like those crazy, like colorful heroes and characters would run
Oh
into
yeah.
somebody who's almost just human, but a little bit like them too. So I've always thought that was cool about Wolverine in Wars. But yeah, it's a pretty cool figure. I don't like it quite as much as I wish, but I don't hate it. It's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, this is one of those just totally biased figures. Is it
Yeah,
like a super duper figure? No, I mean it's fine, but it's it's Wolverine and GI Joe duds, man. So I just it's just one of those things that it just appeals to me so much, and I love how everyone's like he had bone claws back then. It's like, well, no, he had to hide the fact that he was a mutant, so he had those are gloves. Those are not the claws are not coming out of his skin.
oh,
So
is that
those are
what they got?
actually yeah, those are actually yeah, do I have it here? No, I didn't bring this one down, but
Yeah, it looks
I don't
like
know
his
if you
hands are
have it.
wrapped kind of.
Yeah, they're wrapped. Yeah. So there you go. Yeah, because you see his hands with the guns there.
Yeah.
There's no clause indication on it. So I think that was the explanation of it, which was perfectly fine. But yeah, cool. So it's
Yeah.
top three time and another wonderful posable figure. Astonishing Beast was your number three.
Astonishing Beast. Yeah, he's definitely up there. Wait, he's my number three. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, this beast is crazy. Like one of my favorite Marvel Legends figures of all time is the X-Men retro beast with the white lab coat and everything. And I feel like this one does everything like that one does, but it's just a different version of the character. But yeah, they killed it, man. This is a great figure. And I don't even love the Astonishing Beast look. I just think that like it's unique and everything. But yeah, they just did everything right on this guy. I'm really happy with him.
Yeah. Yeah, he's fun.
Yeah.
He's a lot of fun. And building out that astonishing verse, we're going to talk about two more characters that are building that out. I think that's also what made it essential is like you're going to start these teams, give us the figures, and they did. So that's, shout out to Dwight and Dan on that one too. So, oh, here we go. We got some more awesome poses. So, yeah, literally action figs and marvelous action figure pose did these, and man, look at these. These are insane.
Yeah, he's crazy with it for sure.
Crazy. I mean, he's hanging off the damn retro card bag. That would take me like 7 hours to try to get that to work. So shout out to him, man. These are a lot of fun. So yeah, super figure, super posable, and we got the cat look. So whether you like it or not, it's just something different.
Yeah.
My number three was Gamerverse Shuma Garath, aka
Oh yeah.
Gargantos.
Shit, I haven't opened that.
Haven't opened.
No,
Unparalleled Universe has not opened up his Gargantos figure. So
I
yeah, I
haven't.
mean, what'd you think about you had it in hand, didn't you, at Comic-Con? I feel
Yeah, I
like I
played with
saw.
that at Comic Con. It's super cool. Like a really, it's kind of a different experience from any other Marvel Legends. Obviously, because of the size and the style and the whole deal. But yeah, it's a really cool figure. Like I've seen people do some really great photography with this and the Atticus Doom from Mezco. Just like one of those characters that kind of has a little bit of a Lovecraft kind of vibe to it. So yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, a lot of fun. Just something completely different. And I thought the price on this was crazy good. I think I got this from GameStop for like $60 or something. Like
Mm.
this would be a made to order figure now.
Yeah, for sure. It's crazy to
Like
think
we're not paying $60 for this.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy to think that's almost the same price as Maximum Spider-Man. That's kind of what makes Maximum Spider-Man price kind of weird.
That's what you're saying. I think the one fault though is that the wiring on these are not perfect. Like they're
Oh,
good, but you can't like see it. Once you do this, it kind of just folds back out a little bit. You
oh,
can't
got it.
really get it to like why see how like I did this and then all of a sudden it just kind of
Oh, yeah,
it's
yeah.
too strong. It's not like, you almost want it a little weaker so you can't really wrap heads around the tentacles
Oh, got
because
it. Right.
it gets loosened out. So that I think that was the only flaw, but otherwise just the value, the look, the eyelids, just
Yeah.
an amazing figure. And shout out to my guy Kyle Peterson. He did a fun job with these poses and nice looking pictures there. But
Yeah, that's
cool. That was our top 3. And then now you had a 1B and a 1A. You didn't have a number 2. You said these 2 are my favorite of the year. So we'll go with your 1B, or it could be 1A, whatever.
Yeah, I think you try to get me to choose, and I like refused. Rom, man,
one of the best Marvel Legends ever, but he's a 1B because Travis said so. No, I'm kidding.
I said one of the best. Okay,
one of 1B of the one of the best is 1B. Anyway, talk about Rom. This was so anticipated by so many people, not just Marvel Legends people, but just toy people, right? Because this is like, he just expands across all, pop culture genres, right? Not just Marvel.
Yeah, so for me, the reason, like, I don't know much about Rom the Space Knight as far as like his story goes, but the reason why I love this figure is because I am very familiar with the whole like outside of comic situation with Rom. Like, they couldn't make him because he was an actual like Hasbro property that appeared in a Marvel comic, and there's been a lot of like characters like that. They kind of get lost in the shuffle. And I thought like I never thought that we'd see a Rom figure. Like, it just so out of the box and bizarre. And then on top of that, just the fact that they made a Rom, I feel like they 100% put their best foot forward on this figure. Like, to me, I think that in terms of execution, I don't know if there is a better Marvel Legends figure than this. Like, I think that trying to capture what is on the page and put it in plastic form, I don't know if they've done a better job of translating as they did on Rom. Wow. This figure is so freaking good. It's so posable. The only like point of articulation it's missing is like a lower leg like swivel, and the figure's so smooth. You definitely don't want to cut anything in there, but maybe like a ball joint in the ankle would have worked.
Right.
And then maybe like some kind of hinges on the shoulders could have been beneficial, but because of that big boxy chest, it may not have done anything for you. But so it's not perfect, but it's like one of the best like translations of comic to figure I've ever seen Hasbro do.
Wow.
Dude, I bought 4 of these things. And I saw it in the store the other day, and I was like, shit, should I buy this? It's one of those ones I don't know what it is. Like, I'm addicted to it.
It's almost like an army builder. Like, there's a lot of toy tuber friends in the classified community that are like, every time I see a retro carded Cobra Trooper, I just buy it. It doesn't matter how many I have. This is kind of your version of that.
Yeah. And on top of, and the story of Rom is very cool and everything, but it's not like I grew up on Rom stories. I was just always interested in the complexities behind actually getting him out there. He kind of was like he almost within the Marvel, like not the Marvel universe as in the story, but in the Marvel like world, in the real world, he was almost like a mythical creature. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard to find anything of him, hard to find figures. Every now and then they'll slip out of figures somehow, and it's just like a weird thing. And like in 10 years, everyone will like the people that bought the Rom figure or like Legends fans today in 10 years will be like, oh yeah, Rom, I don't know, it'll be another forgotten legend. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh yeah, they made a Rom figure that one time. Crazy.
Right.
But yeah, he's dope, man. And I love the design too. It's like such a weird like old school sci-fi movie. It kind of reminds me of that fucking what's that movie, The Day the Earth Stood Still?
Great. Yeah,
it kind of reminds me of that. So yeah, I really love this figure.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, knowing your taste, knowing the figures that you normally review, this choice makes sense, right? Because it feels more than a Legends figure to you.
Definitely.
In a way.
Yeah.
So that's like a perfect choice that's an unparalleled choice if I've ever seen one, right, on a list. So there you go. But here's one that wasn't quite an unparalleled universe choice, but I did use your posing for my number 2, and it's a tie between Gamerverse, Psylocke, and Wolverine. You had problems here with our girl, and she was a favorite throughout the year for many people, like figure of the year for Marvel Legends, and you were like, hold the phone. But you had a lot of problems, right? Like, I watched your review, and you had a lot of like QC paint issues, and a lot of people didn't. I don't think I did.
I mean, I don't even know if there are issues. I just think like I don't know, like I feel like they just they didn't do enough. Like, so her body is cast in blue plastic, so they had to, oh, look at her butt cheek, dude. That's
Yeah,
fucking,
see, the butt cheek is blue, so I did have that problem.
yeah, see, that drives me crazy. And then same thing around the arm.
I do have problems. I have the same problems you have, but I guess I didn't care.
Yeah.
So,
But see, like with that figure, and on top of those things, like I could kind of live with those problems if the figure felt good in hand. But to me, she didn't. Like her shoulder seemed super weak. The torso doesn't move all. I mean, like, because on Marvel Legends, what they do with the butterfly joint, they only attach it on the bottom part, not on the top part. So like, yeah, I don't know. That figure just pissed me off. I wanted to love it. That was my most anticipated from the Gamerverse wave.
damn, maybe that's why. I think the reason I have her so high is just the look, and also she was very posable, whether it was weak posability or not. You could get her in a lot of fun. I mean, look at the poses you just did in the review, and then the ones there were. She is very posable, even though the joints aren't like the best. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If that makes any sense. Like she has the range.
It does have the range in certain areas, but yeah, for me, it was more just like the feel. Like it didn't feel good in hand to like move the armor. That's a common thing with Marvel Legends where like there's inconsistencies in the like the feel of the joints. So like the shoulder joint will be super tight and hard, but then the shoulder socket on the inside, if there's a butterfly joint, will be super soft. So and that was the case with her. You're trying to move the arm up, and then the inner socket is moving because the plastic is so soft, and it's just like, how are you supposed to move this? You got to hold the socket, like it's unpleasant. But
yeah,
maybe I'm a baby.
No, but that makes sense. You make toys, and you obviously in your reviews you go really in depth on the feel, the not just the looks of it and like how cool it. Because me, I'm like, this looks fucking awesome.
Yeah.
So it's number 2, where you're like, it feels like shit. So it's not it's like my number 2 worst. So we have two, but that's the beauty of being a toy tuber reviewer. We all have our different preferences and favorites, and you know, some people go by the hey, did they capture the way she looks in the game? Can she can she do all the poses in the game? Are her accessories cool? I actually liked the Thanos way more than I thought. It was like, I don't want that. I had him and I was like, this guy's kind of fun and he's different and he captures, you know, that was part of the deal with her too. So there's different elements to it, and that's what's cool about toy tubing. I had Wolverine at number 2 as well. I couldn't have it as just an honorable mention because I'm a big Wolvie guy, and then more great poses from Marvelous Pose. But yeah, I mean, look at you could do everything with this guy, and he felt good, right? You'd agree with that
for sure. No, he's a dope figure. Like I said, I probably should have had him in my top 5, but
yep, for sure, yep. And then it was kind of like a late uprising for me because I was like, oh, another Wolverine. But then I just like looking at these poses, playing around with them for a little bit, and just having a lot of fun. It was like, yeah, this is if you only wanted one Wolverine figure, this is it. You really don't need anything else.
Yeah, seriously. For sure.
I mean, if you like this look, right? I mean, if you want the brown suit or whatever, then you'll have to wait. But yeah, I mean, this one is pretty terrific. Okay. And then number 1, it was a tie. We both had Dragon Man.
Oh man.
So shout out to Isaac Wong Toys. He had it first, but these are fun images. It was the Mezco Fantastic Four, but there we go. Just some different photos. But yeah, Dragon Man. I mean, this guy's amazing. Take it away.
Yeah, big purple dragon. And this is another one where he's cool in the comics and everything. I like him from Future Foundation and, you know, random other appearances, but he's one too where, like, you know, Toy Biz made him back in the day in the Fantastic Four Classics wave, and it became super rare. And then there was like a bunch of bootlegs, and it's just such a weird character. Like I wasn't sure. I mean, for me, he wasn't a huge surprise because, like, I feel like Dan would always drop hints, but like not hints that you could decode. But now that it's out, it's like, oh yeah, you know, he kind of mentioned it. But yeah, so like this one didn't feel like a huge surprise, but it was like a welcome, like yes. And like I recently bought the Toy Biz one, I don't know, maybe like 4 years ago or something. And I paid a stupid amount. My wife kind of bought it for me for my birthday. It was like,
well, at least if it's paid stupid and she bought it, you don't have the issues at home. She bought it.
It was one of those things. Well, we were at Frankenson's, and I've always wanted that Dragon Man. I never saw it in store when it was $5 or whatever. So, but yeah, I think I paid $500 or something. But Yeah, it was like one of those things where it's like, hey, it's my birthday, and you know, I'm gonna do it, and I don't regret it. I have it right next to Rom and Odious and all kinds of figures that like mean a lot to me. So
Yeah. And speaking of that, I mean, the value on that guy was great, right? It was at $80 or something. And another one that could have been a made, like it was made to order, but it could have been, they could have really made that a HasLab if they added all kind of
yeah,
stuff with it and stuff. So I think $80 with just the amount of detail, the buck itself, the paint apps, the posability, everything was just a lot of fun. And man, when we had this in hand at the Hasbro breakfast, I was like, this is the figure of the year for at least Marvel Legends, and it was.
yeah. No, it's an amazing figure, and it's just so cool that they finally got around to doing a Dragon Man.
Hell yeah. Well, they recently did a fan stream as well. By the time you watch this, it was about a week or so ago. But let's talk about our top picks from that, and then we'll segue that into our most anticipated overall. We do something like top 3 reveals, and I believe you gave us a number 3 here, and it was Blade from Deadpool and Wolverine. So this was your number 3 favorite reveal and your top 3 from the last Marvel Legends fan stream of 2025.
Yeah, for this last fan stream, I wasn't necessarily too excited about anything. Like the 3 that I gave you were probably like the ones I'm like, oh, the ones I'll probably buy, even though I'm not crazy hyped up about them. This Blade, at first, I was super excited at the fact they're making a Blade, but the more I looked at it, the less I liked it. Like his belt looks like it's too high, the upper torso looks small, but we'll see. Hopefully it comes out and it's awesome. I do appreciate that they gave him so much. Like he has multiple heads, weapons, 2 pair of glasses. So there's a lot of good stuff there. And you know, a Blade figure just long overdue. Hopefully they make the original movie Blade eventually.
Right. Yeah, I think that's kind of the setup for that. I don't think they would make this and not do the originals, but then there's a lot of contract stuff with that because those are like Sony. What is it? Are those Sony movies or something, or Fox? I don't even know. Like,
Maybe
there's
Sony.
some weird thing because some of the stuff that Disney bought, they don't own all that stuff yet, right? Like, it's kind of a weird thing, like with Universal and so. Oh no, this is New Line Pictures.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was looking it up. I thought it was what's it called?
It's
No, I think you're right.
New Line is part of a major studio. I don't know what that is, but either way, I don't know. We got Blade, right? So hopefully we get the OG Blade. And I don't know. Some people were 50-50 on this. They thought the faces looked goofy. I think it's fine. I think they're fine. I mean, you're not going to be able to get Hot Toys level face sculpts with this guy, but I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see how he looks in person. I just think he looks maybe. Hopefully this is an early version, but that belt just looks high. It looks like he's wearing what are they called? I forget what they're called, but it looks like the belt is just too high,
like almost like suspenders.
Yeah, or something.
Like raise your pants, like really.
And it looks like the belt line on the actual pants is lower than the belt on the figure. So I wonder if that just comes down. If it comes down, then cool. But
oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Like the belt on the actual like diaper, that belt looks like it should be a little lower, so it's not. He's not so. But was he like that in the movie? Maybe he was like Grandpa Blade, and that's why. I mean, it's possible. We'd have to look at reference photos, right? So
maybe. And then what I do like about this figure is the shoulders, though. It looks like he has the same type of shoulders as Wolverine, where it's the long ball peg in there that kind of rotates all the way around. So that's good. I'm glad to see them use that more. That's interesting.
Yeah, because his pose on the left, you can see that his arms are like this.
Yeah,
which, it looks really good, right? So
yeah,
we'll see. I think it's a pretty good choice. I mean, it definitely made waves, so I'm glad we're talking about it. My number 3 choice, kind of building off the Beast talk, is the astonishing 2-pack here with Shadowcat and Colossus. And yeah, I mean, we'll be able to pre-order this when you're watching this video. This interview, the stream, you'll be able to pre-order it tomorrow, January 8th. And I think it goes for $56. So I'm excited. I'm kind of waiting for a lot of figures, but I think I'll pre-order this one.
Yeah, I'm down for this set too. Yeah, Colossus is always cool. They made some good Colossus figures. I was surprised to see that they updated so much on this one. Like everything looks new, actually, now that I'm looking at it. Maybe the arms look different. I mean, maybe the arms are old.
Yeah,
it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell, but yeah, they actually did a good job on that shit. New
And Kitty
legs.
looks great. Two face sculpts, two different hairstyles. I like the ponytail look. It was wavy, and she's like more concerned and because I like that you don't just want the one smiley face and they're fighting Sentinels,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
So
for sure.
it's good to have, like, hey, oh shit's going down. I'm serious. And then and then she's hanging out with her, right? What the
Lockheed.
hell's his name? Lockheed, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm gonna look at that. Look at his shoulders too. I'm curious to see what they did there. Like if it's a rotating thing or just a. That's cool that they're trying to incorporate this type of shoulder more though. They just need to. They need to work on it, like based on Wolverine. Like Wolverines are cool, but I think they gotta. We'll see how these come out. Hopefully, him and Blade do have those type of shoulders. See, I'm excited about stuff like that, like seeing little increases in the articulation and stuff.
Yep. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna give us another Colossus, and it's the astonishing version, but don't just make it look pretty. You got to give us advances, and we're getting all these advances with Cap, with Wolverine, and now Punisher last year with the new one. So yeah, it's good to have more advances with this set as well. So that was my number 3 choice. Getting into number 2, I love that you picked different ones this time, so we could talk about the whole fan stream with just our top 3 choices. That's really exciting. Incredible Hulk. Abomination. This is an amazing choice. I didn't pick it. You did, but yeah, great choice at number 2. I love this one.
Everybody was mad about this one because it's like, oh, I already have the Build-A-Figure, or it doesn't look quite right. And I don't even disagree with a lot of the criticisms, but for me, I never built the Build-A-Figure, and I like that base body. But yeah, I'm excited to get a new Abomination. It's been a while since they've made an Abomination. I love that he came with that. What's that Hulk? I forget the name of that Hulk run where it's like a horror book, the recent one. Fuck, I don't know, but yeah, it comes with that, inspired by that book, and I think that's crazy.
Yeah, the author is Philip Kennedy Johnson, but I don't know the name of the run, but it's a really awesome dark run of comics. And if I got that wrong, let me know in the comments if I got the wrong author. I'm pretty sure it's Philip Kennedy. I've been reading Hulk like I feel like every other week, but yeah. Big fan of them re-releasing Build-A-Figures, dude, because I'm not trying to buy 5 figures or overpay on eBay. So if you don't like that, I mean, too bad, right? I mean, and this is going to be more stable because it doesn't have like arms popping out and stuff like
yeah, hopefully,
right? So hopefully, you're right. Sometimes they do re-release literally the same figure, but most of the time they're much better. I think like Strongman, the new one, that's much
strong guy,
is much nicer. Strong Guy, sorry, yeah, Strong Guy is much nicer, right? Than the Build-A-Figure. I feel
is it? I didn't buy it because I had the Build-A-Figure, but if it's nicer, maybe I'll grab it. I'll see.
Yeah, I believe it is. I'll have to give it a second look, but I did open it and enjoyed it. Okay, my number 2 choice was Ghost Rider, man. I mean, I'm a big Ghost Rider guy, and Johnny Blaze with the motorcycle, classic look. And we got a new alternate charred head look, this was really what made it number 2, is just giving us something different, giving us something fun, and you got that sculpt engulfed in flames and everything. But what'd you think of this bad boy?
I do. I like it. I think it's cool. I like the original Johnny Blaze look. So the one thing I absolutely hate about this figure is that he comes with trigger finger hands instead of gripping hands that could actually hold his chains. Like those hands aren't going to hold that chain in like in a natural way. You have to balance it. That's one that pisses me off so much when it comes to Marvel Legends. That's like one of my biggest gripes. But I do like the look. I appreciate the fact that they actually have sculpted detail on the suit. Like it's a smooth body, but then it has like the sculpted like lines or whatever on the chest, and then like the collar. All that looks really good. I mean, I'll probably pick this up. But the hands, man. Come on, fucking $1 billion company. Give them some gripping hands.
I was like, they finally give us an assortment of hands, and then it's the wrong ones. It's like, right with your trigger finger hands, he's not shooting anything. He's bashing you with a chain whip. But yeah, looks super dope. I just love the extra sculpt. It was fun, and you're getting a bike with it. So this is up for pre-order, I think. Well, I don't know when it is. I thought I had the details. Maybe already. No, I think I already pre-ordered it. Did we already pre-order this?
I don't know.
Remember.
Look it up.
Oh, it might be this week or something. I don't know. I don't remember. But either way, this was my number 2 choice. And now number 1. This was a fun choice that you had. It's the Amazing Spider-Man Grizzly.
Yeah, this is Grizzly is such an obscure character. Like it's cool that they made him. I want to say, I think I'll put him. Wasn't he in Thunderbolts too? I don't know. If he's in Thunderbolts, I'm gonna put him on my Thunderbolt shelf. But yeah, he's just a crazy choice. And you know, again, they're reusing a Build-A-Figure body, but I don't know. I think this one comes with enough to make it exciting. It has all the gold bars, the money bag, the different heads, and like if you never, so this is a cool way to re-release a Build-A-Figure where it's a new character, but at the same time they include a head to make it the same character as the Build-A-Figure. So like if you didn't buy the Build-A-Figure and you want Ursa Major, you get it here. But if you already have Ursa Major and you want a Grizzly, you get that here too. So I think it's cool, and I think this is like the way to go if you're going to re-release Build-A-Figures.
Mm-hmm. No, great point. I'm glad you chose this and Abomination so we could talk about the whole Build-A-Figure thing too. Because they went with like, you know, the comic wave and they were proud of that. But what do you prefer them doing in the future? I know, aren't they doing retro carded Build-A-Figures too? Didn't I hear about that? Or is that wrestling? That might be a WWE Elite that's doing that.
Oh,
actually.
I don't know.
I think about that. I'm like, I know someone, yeah, that's actually what's happening is the Target WWE Elite Legends are now going to be Build-A-Figures. But anyway, I mean, is there an opinion you have on Build-A-Figures in the future and where they should go with that? Or
I mean, Build-A-Figures? I think they should get rid of Build-A-Figures. I think they should stop doing them and just do deluxe figures and made-to-order figures. Like recently, I bought the Scourge the Executioner wave, and I was pissed. Like, so I sat down and I opened all the figures and built the Build-A-Figure. As I went through each figure, I was like, man, I hate this. Like, this is so like this figure. I don't like this figure. I hate that. There's so much negativity. I'm going through it. Finally, I get to the Build-A-Figure and I'm like, well, this is freaking awesome. Like, this almost makes it worth it. But why'd I have to go through an hour of hating the figures to get to the good thing, you know?
Well, that's what I'm saying. When they re-released the Build-A-Figures, I was thrilled because I didn't have to go and buy, 3 out of 5 figures I don't want.
Yeah, for sure. Now, when it comes to re-releasing Build-A-Figures, unless they're gonna do something interesting, like make it a different character or whatever,
right?
I think just straight up re-releasing Build-A-Figures like with Strong Guy, I think that's kind of fucked up because like the Build-A-Figures to incentivize you to buy the whole wave. So you buy the whole wave, you build the figure, and then and I know it's been a couple years, but it's like basically the same figure. So what you're telling most people is like, just don't build a figure. Just wait a couple years. So then, like,
and that's what I'll do.
Yeah, and that's what a lot of people do. But then you get this perception that Marvel Legends is doing bad because there's a bunch of figures on clearance and blah 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 blah. And it's like it just makes the line feel kind of weird to me. I think that I've said this for years. I know people hate when I say it, but like I'm totally okay with paying a little bit more and just having everything be executed at a higher level. So like if we're gonna put everything just in, like, make a deluxe big figure, charge whatever you need to charge and put it out there. Because I'd rather pay $60 for an executioner by himself than 120 for like an executioner and a bunch of characters that suck. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like to me, the whole wave was pretty much bad. Like there was two.
I bought none of it. Yeah.
Yeah, there's two pretty good figures. Then there was one or two okay ones, and then some that were just bad. So like the Werewolf by Night, man, that figure pissed me off so much. And I was hoping I'd like it a little bit more in hand. And when I opened it, it was like the shoulder super tight, doesn't move. I try to move the arm up, it almost breaks the peg. The head is loose, the torso's loose. It just all these on top of the fact that it's just a re-release of an old body and all this shit. And it's kind of like, I don't want to deal with this just to get Executioner. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, we're glad that you hate it because now we're getting a better version from you ourselves as a Kickstarter. All right, now my number one choice. I mean, this was an easy home run slam. I don't know how this was not on your list, dude. I love you, 3000 Wade, Iron Man. Man, come on, this is an obvious pick. Hell no.
Oh,
I went with the Punisher Hulkbuster armor because, I mean, this is like an obscure thing. I didn't even know it existed. And I'm a big Punisher fan, big Iron Man fan. And it was in Thunderbolts 31 from 2013 for like a minute and a page. And then it was also like cosplay. So they're literally grabbing like really deep cuts to give us something freaking awesome.
Was it only in that one issue?
I believe so. It was just Thunderbolts 31. Again, I'll be a good YouTuber. Leave the comments and let me know if I'm wrong. Let's just say I'm wrong anyway. Leave comments, help the algorithm. But yeah, from what I know, it's Thunderbolts 31. And then also this cool cosplay. It just got kind of big from Comic-Con and stuff like that. These different cosplays. And then of course we're getting that new Frank face from the Rucka run. So yeah, that'll be dope. So here it is.
So
talk about it.
That's interesting. So I never went and looked at the reference. It doesn't even really look like the comic.
Oh, this one right here?
Yeah. Like look at the legs are way smaller.
Yeah, but I mean that's the only image I have. That's what I'm saying. I honestly thought it was just from that cosplay.
Yeah, it looks just like cosplay.
Yeah, it looks like the cosplay because I think the thing is they're reusing the Hulkbuster buck from the MCU.
Yeah.
So they're not really giving us the one-to-one accurate. But this isn't even like this is not a major thing in the Marvel Comics world. Like we've seen it. It was like in one page. So if they're gonna give it to us, I'm not mad that they're reusing a buck because it's almost like they're just making this up for the line. You know what I mean? In a way. So I'm okay with that. Yeah.
That's a good point.
But look at the face sculpt that we're getting. That's key because we're gonna be able to use that with all our Punishers that we have. So
yeah, for sure. I mean, it's a cool release. Like, it's out of the box for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't expecting it. So I think that's kind of partially why. It's like it was something they just thought was rad and they made it, which is different than what they normally do. They just normally do like, all right, this is relevant in a comic. This is popular. This is what fans wanted. And instead, they were like probably sitting around having a beer and being like, that'd be rad if we just made this. And so I think more stuff like that makes the line fun instead of how do we make Wolverine better? How do we make Cap better? How about we just release a fucking Frank Castle Hulkbuster? What? Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is something an indie toy company would do. So to get that from Marvel Legends, that was fun for me. I mean, here's some of the other images from the fan stream too.
Yeah, I see your point with all that. That makes sense. Yeah, the thing's kind of crazy. It looks good for sure.
You get some weathered paint, some metallic paint on the shine. I mean, this is probably a prototype too. So it already looks really good. It looks weathered. It looks beat up in a good way. And I don't know, man.
No, it looks cool. It looks fun for sure.
Mm-hmm. You're like, all right, move on. I don't care about this.
Whatever, man. I don't care about none.
Just shit all over my number one choice with you. All right, cool. But speaking of Punisher, though, I'm going to go to the next one. We're getting into our most anticipated, the main event here, the final stretch of our show. Thanks again for tuning in. A Toy Kind of Mood 249. If you're watching, hope you're having a good time in the chat. If not, leave a comment and like. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe. So here we go. We're sticking with Punisher and my honorable mentions. You didn't really give me honorable mentions, so we'll have to kind of deal with this. But my honorable mentions for most anticipated Marvel Legends figure, if the rumors are true, we don't really know, but it's Marvel Rivals Punisher. Because again, it's just something completely different than, the Gamerverse stuff we're getting. And this look, I mean, this is like Gears of War Frank Castle. So I think it's really cool. Yeah, what do you think about this design? And have you played the game? Are you familiar with Marvel Rivals at all?
I'm familiar with it, but I haven't played the game. The designs are cool though. Like they're definitely like video game esque. Like they're interesting for sure. I mean, I'd be down for this, especially the one in the middle, because that one kind of feels still more like Frank Castle. The other one on the left looks like I forget the character's name from like Overwatch or something. But
yeah, you're right. This is the Punisher 2099.
Oh, is that what that's supposed to be? Okay.
And then the one on the right is very military camo face paint, which is, we've seen the camo face paint before in the line. I think it was like the Walgreens. Maybe I don't know. It was one of those old Punishers. We got the face paint.
Yeah.
And then you're just getting, like you said, the regular Frank Castle. It looks like he has the skull face paint on it though. But yeah, the one in the middle is the main character.
Oh, it is. Okay. Yeah, I think if they're going to do this, that's the way to go, because it has like a lot of similarities to just normal Punisher, but it looks like normal Punisher thrown in this video game world. So
Yep.
Yeah, that looks cool for sure. Definitely.
Just something different. Yeah, I haven't played the game myself, but some of the designs of these figures are just different and fun and cool. And we're hearing that they're doing a whole wave of it. So
Oh, really?
more cool Gamerverse stuff, just a different kind of game. So we'll see. Next choice I made for honorable mention, only because I wanted to talk to you about it. So like, I don't know if this is an honorable mention, but I just wanted to talk to you about our another made to order figure, Apocalypse 97. Talk to me about your feelings on this bad boy.
Yeah, that thing is crazy, man. I forgot about this actually, but yeah, this figure is insane. Like I saw it at New York Comic Con, and it was just like, it's one of those figures. Damn, I forgot about this, man. I'm in the middle of rearranging my X-Men shelf, and I was like, all right, I'll put a Sentinel here, Sentinel here. But man, I would if I had that today, right now, I would put my whole display around that Apocalypse because, yeah, like Apocalypse is such a great character. He looks cool, and like I remember how they had that set up at New York Comic Con, and it was just like amazing. So yeah, I'm down for that figure. We'll see how. Hopefully, it turns out as good as the Sentinel. You know what's a trip about this figure? Like that shit looks like a Mondo, which is
you're right.
Which is like honorable because like Mondo,
right?
You know, if they were making that, they would charge fucking $500.
And people are mad at the price. I actually can't. I bought two, thinking like there'll be some diehards that'll want to overpay. And I went to a Reddit thread and it was 100 people going overpriced. I canceled my second one. I'm like, no one's going to buy this on the, and I could be wrong, but I was like, no one's going to buy this on the second market. I'll just stick to my one and get charged one. But yeah, I'm excited about it. I think the price is fine. It was 120, but you're getting, look at the scale figure. It's so big.
Was it 120? Damn, that is a little high, but
a little high, but you said it was Mondo level, and Mondo is like $300 minimum.
Yeah, for sure. No, totally. I gotta make sure I ordered this shit.
Yeah, because it's coming down. Isn't it made to order? Coming down the wire, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It was 131.09 after taxes and shit.
Yeah. Speaking of which, by the time people watch this, the Hasbro Pulse made to order the Arctic Hiss tank is actually the day we're recording this. Today's the last day for it. Ooh. So but now people are watching this, and if you didn't get it, yeah, then you're gonna be shit out of luck on that. Anyway, moving on. So okay, we'll just say this was both our honorable mention then, huh? We'll make it.
Yeah, we'll hell yeah. I forgot about that. Like, see, when you sent me the list, I was kind of like, you know, this kind of seems like a list where it's like throw everything at the wall. Yeah, some of these will come out, and then someone will go, "Oh, see, I was right. I called it." But it's like this list is everything. But this right here is kind of like, well, this is actually coming out. So,
well, here's the thing. So there's a website, and I'm gonna probably get reamed for this, but I forgot the name. But they have like all the releases coming out, but half of it's been reviewed, or I feel like it's come out early. So I didn't send you it because it was like, other than some of the made to order stuff, some of the shit you've shown it, like, and I was like, how is this a 2026? Like, even I think World War II Logan was on there. I'm like, I couldn't, it just didn't make sense. So I just gave you the leak list. But yeah, some of this stuff is actually coming out, like you said. So, all right, here we're getting into more fun choices now. This is your number 3, sticking with X-Men 97 Deluxe Beast. Again, some of these are rumors. We don't know, but more than likely we're going to get this.
Yeah, I'm curious how they're going to do this. So I really hope that it's not just a re-release of the Retro Beast, even though, like, if it is, I'll probably still buy it because that Retro Beast is amazing.
Right.
But the thing is that Retro Beast is covered in fur, which is perfect for the comic. But I would love if they do like kind of a smooth body for Beast right here, because it's animated. I know he's supposed to, maybe like a smooth body with, you know, furry shoulders, like a little bit of fur on the shoulders and on the forearms. And then if they do that, maybe they could use that body for X Factor, old school X Factor Beast.
Nice.
So yeah, we'll see. But yeah, if this is true, I'm definitely down. Excited for this one.
And then what kind of, because it's deluxe, what kind of, I know he's sizable deluxe, but what kind of accessories? I mean, he had all kind of different goggles. He had like 2 or 3 different pair of goggles on the cartoon. Then you'd have your glasses, your lab coat. I mean, do you think maybe the beakers, is there anything else you'd want to add to make it more deluxe? I mean, so it is going to be a retro card, so they probably can't fit too much on it.
So is it going to be a deluxe or retro card, or is that?
Well, I think it would be.
Oh, I was thinking maximum.
I think what they meant by deluxe Beast is like, if it's X-Men 97, it's probably part of the wave, but it's probably just a higher price point, right? It's just going to be
That's
bigger on the
yeah.
card, kind of like retro.
Yeah, that's probably true. So if they could include stuff, I think like the way to go for this beast is definitely at least 2 heads or 3 heads. And they're not going to do 3 heads, but at least 2 heads, and then maybe some goggles I think would be good. And then maybe just some type of weird device, like maybe something that we'll see in the next show, like some kind of like, I don't know.
That.
Yeah, just some kind of weird scientific device would be fun. And some books. It would be cool to get some more books for him.
Very cool. Yeah, I like that. I like that choice. Yeah, books. So I think you nailed it with stuff that they come in. Okay, cool. All right, so here's my number 3 choice, and it's Robert Downey Doom. So we got Avengers Doomsday, Doctor Doom. I don't know, someone made like a custom on the left, and then I think on the right is kind of like a leaked look, but I don't know if it's AI or something. And then there he is from Comic-Con from the panel. So I mean, a lot of us are just having fun snapping on Iron Man, Tony Stark faces on our Doctor Doom Marvel Legends, but I'm curious, like how he's just going to look, period, because we don't really know. And then I think this will be one of the most sought after MCU figures of all time.
I have zero interest in this. No, man, to me, I'm totally checked out on the MCU. So, hopefully Doomsday comes out and it's amazing, but I have very little faith. So,
gotcha.
Yeah.
This is just, I think it's one of those things like Doctor Doom is my favorite villain. I think Robert Downey has been my favorite actor in the MCU. And so to put the two together, it's a really crazy, like, how are they going to do this? Because it's multiverse. It's really Tony Stark becomes Victor Von Doom. There's just a lot of mystery and a lot of like, it's just intriguing, like how this whole thing came together. And to have a figure representing that is, whether it's MCU or not, is just really cool and really it's more of an interesting thing. Is it going to be great? I don't know, but it's just going to be. Is this thing like this would sell out? I think that's kind of part of the fun is like whether it sucks or not, it's going to sell out. Like it's going to be. It could be mainline, Target, Walmart, every company, and it could be sold. It could be a fun thing where it's just sold out and it pisses everyone off.
Maybe, yeah.
I mean, I love that shit just because, like, it's stuff to talk about. You know what I mean? Every week. So
yeah, no, it'll cause some shit. We'll see what happens.
Cool. All right, we'll stick it with X-Men 97 again for your number 2 choice, and you went with Death Gambit, part of the Horsemen of Death here for Gambit. Yeah, talk about that choice.
I should have looked at your list a little better because I wouldn't have chose this one because I realized that it's a spoiler. So I wish I didn't know about this. So now I'm pissed off at you. But
it's not at me. Oh no.
Well, I should have looked at I didn't realize like that this was regarding X-Men 97. I just thought when I saw Gambit Horseman of Death, I was thinking comic. But
Did
anyway,
you not watch X-Men 97?
Yeah, but they haven't they haven't shown that he's coming back as Death.
Oh, well, I thought it was part of the trailer.
Okay. Oh, was it?
Well, I don't know. Again, leave those comments. Let us I don't remember, dude. I have to rewatch this stuff. I don't even know. I didn't think it was a spoiler. My bad. Oh,
no,
crap.
No, it's okay. I should have looked at it.
It's the end of the show, so we were like, at least we didn't put it at the beginning of the show, so people could get mad and tune out now. There's like 5 minutes left, so
this picture.
Sorry about that. I mean, when you rewatch it, you'll totally forget that it's gonna happen. And
no, I won't.
You go, and you'll just be like, "Damn it, freaking Moody!" Fuck.
But so if I mean, they've been killing it with the X-Men 97 line, so like. That'll be great. Hopefully they God damn it. Hopefully I mean holy shit if that was a surprise, but nothing's a surprise these days. So yeah, if they make a figure with that would be cool. But also regarding the comic version, I'd be totally down for a comic version. I've thought about making one a couple of times, but yeah, that would be cool.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good. Okay, cool. And then I went with Maximum Thor. We don't exactly know what that'll entail, but I figured to show, the OG look, because that's probably what they're gonna do. But who really knows, what the Maximum Thor is gonna be? Do you have any thoughts behind a Maximum Thor? What do you want to see from a Maximum Thor, Wade?
Well, my first initial thing would be I'd like to see them do a soft goods cape, but I just don't know how much faith I have in Hasbro doing a soft goods cape. Like they did a pretty good job on the recent Darth Vader cape, but like just because something's good in Star Wars doesn't mean it'll be good in Marvel. Like for some reason it seems like I don't know if they use different factories or like same thing with G.I. Joe. Like they make, you know, G.I. Joe figures have been amazing and it's like they don't transfer that to Marvel Legends, but if they could figure out how to do like a good wired cape, that's the first thing I'd want to see in here. You know what? You know what else would be kind of interesting? Nah, never mind. I don't want to say it. I was gonna say, what if they made it to where the arms can pop off and then you could turn them into Beta Ray Bill? But
I actually no, I swear to God, I thought that's what you were gonna say. I swear to God, because that's Maximum. You're basically giving us cloth cape and then 2 looks in one. That justifies the $50 price tag, or even 60, right?
That would be cool, but the only thing is it would be like an inaccurate Beta Ray Bill. That's my only problem with that idea. But man, I'm really curious to see what they do, because this Thor is already really good. I love this figure. Like this is almost like the perfect Thor, right? Like it's a little old, so like updated arms and legs would be cool. But aside from that, like this is like everything you want in a Thor. So I just wonder, what can Hasbro actually do to justify? I mean, the problem with Hasbro and the Maximum line is they're kind of all over the place with what that really means. So like when they made Spider-Man, it was a brand new figure, good stuff. But then they put out Hulk, which was basically a redo with a different torso, like not a brand new figure. So like, what's Thor going to be? A brand new figure or that figure with the soft goods cape? If that's the case, that's going to fucking suck. If it's a brand new figure, I'm curious what they're going to do. So yeah, I don't know. It's good. That's a curious one.
Didn't we get pin legs on the Incredible Hulk Maximum?
Yeah.
See, that's the number one reason. Yeah, you got a different sculpt there, custom.
Yeah, different head sculpt from Casting Cave. And you know, I don't hate this figure. I just think this should have been a deluxe instead of a Maximum. I think they kind of messed up the whole idea of what to expect from a Maximum series with this Hulk.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, that didn't go any. Even though I know, shout out to Punk with Toys, because he says that's my desk toy, and it is fun to play with, fun to pose. You got the squishy torso and all that, which is cool. It's new technology for them. So there were some advancements. The face sculpts were all pretty much trash. That's why a lot of people are going third party with it. So again, another Maximum series figure with bad face sculpts. You know, I don't think we got bad face sculpts with the Deadpool one, but yeah, it's just the Maximum series hasn't been a home run for me, but I still got them, so they weren't that bad. Okay, your number one most anticipated figure, not a spoiler, I think. Future Foundation Spider-Man. Remember the Marvel Universe figure, the 3 and 3/4?
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's the white one according to the leaks. So I know we got the blue one before, but yeah, talk about this guy.
Yeah, I love Future Foundation. I don't know if this would be my most anticipated, but it's like I've wanted a Future Foundation Spider-Man forever. Yeah, they put the inverted one out a few years ago, and that one was trash. So hopefully this one is good, because I love Future Foundation was such a fun book, and I just love the design for Spider-Man specifically. It's like just striking. It looks it just pops, you know. You know who I would love to see do a Future Foundation Spider-Man? Mess Toys.
Mess Toys?
Yeah, you know they are like that third-party company that have done like a Black Suit and a Scarlet and all kinds of weird ones.
I've heard of it, yeah.
Yeah, they're killing it, but they would do a great job with Future Foundation.
Sick. All right, that's a great shout. And then the last one, maybe it's another one of those figures that you go, oh yeah, we got to talk about this one. Number one, Mephisto. Yeah, our other made-to-order figure that was rolled out at Comic-Con, and we had a fun time checking that out at the booth. And yeah, I mean, it comes with a throne. So I thought, again, more great value, $80. And the figure is a lot taller than the other Mephisto we were going to get with the HasLab, the Engine of Vengeance. So you could see that. Oh, I did have a scaled picture, but it's gone. But yeah, anyway, he is pretty big. He's taller. I think he's like 7.5 inches. So he's not a typical 6-inch figure from what I know. And then that throne, the amount of detail they put on the Infernal Throne is sick. It's
Yeah,
so good. So I
that's
think
crazy.
like when you think about the cost of the molding and all that added to this, and you know, it is made to order, comes with a lot of stuff. I mean, I think this was a home run choice for me, and I really love what they're doing with the program made to order. So you want to talk about Mephisto and your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I think he looks pretty cool. But see, like this is kind of what worries me with their soft goods. Like his soft goods setup looks bad. Like it doesn't look like it's a great soft goods cape. But you know, in their defense, they threw in some options. They gave you like a a plastic cape too. So if you don't like the soft goods, you get the plastic. So that is cool. But I do wish we'll see. Hopefully the soft goods cape comes out good. But yeah, that throne, I think that throne is really what helps the whole set. And the figure itself looks really good too. It's Mephisto. It does the job. Like we haven't had an opportunity to get Mephisto. I mean, other than with the HasLab, like the only Mephisto that ever came out was a Diamond Select back in the day, and that shit is super rare now. Yeah, this looks like a great figure and represents the character well. And how much is it? $80?
80, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
that throne.
80.
Hopefully that throne is huge because $80 is kind of crazy. But you know, it's made to order. It's Mephisto. Damn that. Yeah, it looks awesome. That throne is insane.
That throne is crazy. I mean, without the throne, it'd be the ripoff of the year. But with the throne, it could be value of the year. This is, you know, like imagine buying, seriously, everyone out there watching, imagine buying this throne on Etsy, eBay, from a third party. It wouldn't be $80 alone. It would be $200 alone without a figure. For $80, you're getting a 7 to 7.5 inch Mephisto with soft goods and different accessories, right? And the damn throne. I mean, it's got value.
No, I think you're right. Like execution could be better in certain areas, but I think you're right. Like there's a lot there.
Yep, for sure.
Two heads.
And hey, you gave us a lot for the new year to start off, to kick off. And I couldn't ask for anything else, man. This was a great conversation. We did it in 90 something minutes, Wade. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, talk about Odious in the future, and then where people can grab the figures and what's going on with that before we send you off.
Yeah, so for right now, we're just focusing on putting out these 4 figures that we have available for pre-order now. If you missed out on the Kickstarter for the Army and the Soldier, you could still pre-order on Big Bad Toy Store. And then you could also pre-order the 2 Big Bad Toy Store exclusives, which are the Ronin and the Inuit. All that is available right now on Big Bad Toy Store. But yeah, we're just focusing on getting those out. And also in the meantime, focusing on some type of like media, you know, comics and things like that. And then after these figures come out and hopefully they're a success, then we'll start working on the next thing. But yeah, thanks everyone for the support. Thank you for inviting me on. This was a lot of fun. I appreciate you having all your you keep it all flowing and fun and everything, but you also have everything like information all structured and ready to go. Because I was thinking like, damn, I don't have the figures handy and I can't even remember what I told them. That's why I'm like looking through the list, but you had it all set up and ready to go. So I appreciate that. But yeah, thanks for inviting me on, man.
Appreciate you, man. It's always good to kick it. And I think the next time we'll see each other is probably WonderCon, right? Will you be there?
I hope so. I just applied for a press pass. So if I get a press pass, I'll head out there. If not, still maybe. But yeah, Comic-Con, worst case, I'll see you.
Yep, that sounds good. Excited to chop it up again and hang out and talk about a lot of plastic weirdness with a bunch of nerds. So that's what we do. But yeah, I mean, that'll be it for the backward gray hat bearded guys on a toy kind of mood. I just realized we both had gray backwards hats. So a toy kind of mood 249. But Wade, thanks again. Happy New Year, man, and be safe out there. Have fun.
Same to you, man. Thank you so much.
All right. All right, guys, for Wade Unparalleled Universe, check him out on YouTube, Unparalleled Universe, and then also on Instagram and Facebook. Go check out Wade. And then more importantly, go to BBTS again and find Odious, Odious, and go pre-order them sons of bitches, because that's what I'm about to do when I log off here. And then I definitely back the Kickstarter with the extra skull. So excited about that. And then they can this guy's getting lonely. He needs some friends. So I'm excited so he could have his family there. So all right, guys, for the new year. Stay safe out there, be cool, and we'll catch you in the toy aisle. All right, peace.